This is the father of all scammers, Emmanuel Nwude.
Emmanuel Nwude.
Emmanuel Nwude.
This is a scam. You know it and I know it.
Emmanuel Nwude scammed a bank of $245 million and got away with it. And here is how he did it. First, he came up with a plan. With 5 of his accomplices, each impersonating a figure in the government, everything was well executed. They wrote faxes to banks all around the world informing them that Nigeria was building an airport in Abuja, Nigeria, and they were seeking investors. Here is where it gets more interesting. They used a fax machine belonging to the government, thus making it even easier to trust them. Nelson Sakaguchi, who was the bank manager at the Noroeste Bank in Brazil, responded to the fax saying that he was interested in the airport project. Emmanuel called Sakaguchi impersonating the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Paul Akuma, and the two agreed to meet physically in London to further the discussion. They prepared fake plans for the airport and set out to go and meet Sakaguchi in London. They checked into a luxurious hotel and prepared a limousine to pick Sakaguchi from the airport and booked the best suite in the hotel for him. During the meeting, Emmanuel showed Sakaguchi photos of him with the president and the deputy president of Nigeria, which made it even easier for Sakaguchi to trust him and think that he is whom he claimed to be. Since there was no internet at the time, Sakaguchi could not check them out and verify their identity. Emmanuel presented the business plan, and to sweeten the deal, he offered Sakaguchi a commission of 10% to facilitate the deal. This would make Sakaguchi do whatever he could in his power to facilitate the deal. Seeing that Sakaguchi was already falling for his trap, he proceeded to ask Sakaguchi for a $3 million deposit just to prove that he was serious. Sakaguchi proceeded to send the $3 million, and from this point, he had already lost the war psychologically. Even if Sakaguchi suspected that this was a scam, he would still hold on to the hope. Over a period of 3 years, Sakaguchi sent Emmanuel a total of $242 million, while Emmanuel sent him photos showing him that plans were underway to begin the building of the airport. Each of Emmanuel's accomplices was an expert in the banking and finance industry, which made it very easy for them to move the money around. Not forgetting that Emmanuel was the director of the Union Bank of Nigeria. And since the Noroeste Bank allowed transactions of up to a maximum of $6 million, they used 17 different accounts in different countries to receive money from Sakaguchi over the period of 3 years. The six invested this money in Nigeria's real estate. And all this while, Nelson Sakaguchi had not told anyone of what was happening. All this came to light when the Santander Bank was looking to acquire the Noroeste Bank and realized that a third of its capital was missing. By this time, the Nigerian government did not have any policies or any financial fraud commission to tackle the matter.
You can do whatever you want to do and there are no repercussions.
It was until the year 2004 that Emmanuel was arrested and arraigned in court for the same matter. He was asked to return at least $120 million to the owners in exchange for a shorter sentence. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. However, he served only for 2 years and was released. He went to court in attempt to recover the properties that had been seized when he was arrested, claiming that the properties had been acquired before the incidents of the fraud. Emmanuel managed to recover property worth $50 million. But how did he do this? He bribed his way. Don't try this at home. God will use you as an example.